Saito was like, I'm a bad guy, but I'm not that bad. I have some principles. I'm an anti-hero after all. Man, Saito was really about to go at it with the Gototsu. If Yumi wasn't there to protect Shishio, he was going to go straight for Shishio, and who knows, maybe he would have even landed a kill shot on him legitimately. I mean, we hear Sojiro say right after that he actually would have landed a kill shot potentially on Shishio if Yumi didn't jump in front, and even if she stayed there, he was saying that the blade would have potentially went through her and killed Shishio. So, man, Saito really showing restraint there and showing that he is a changed man, which is really good character development for this episode. I also liked, again, the fight scene here looked really badass with Kenshin and Aoshi. Aoshi was pulling out the Kaiten Kembo, probably butchering the names here, and he was about to slice Kenshin up like that old man, like he did that old man, his old master, and Kenshin was about to pull out the Kyorusen, but it gets interrupted, and of course we don't get to see, like, could Aoshi have countered this technique. It seems that Aoshi was really off-guarded by this technique. Even at the end of the last episode, when it ends, you see Kenshin about to pull it out with all the, like, I think it's 9 points, and they're like, both Aoshi and Shishio are surprised. So we just don't know, like, if Aoshi can counter this technique. And unfortunately, Sanosuke sinks the ship, so we don't get to see the conclusion of this fight. And Shishio promises to find a better arena for them to fight, a better platform that's not exploding. And they all have to bounce. But before they bounce, Saito finds out that Anji is one of the Jupangatana, which leaves him shocked. And he tries to run after him, and the ship blows up. But I guess, like, Saito saves him or something, because we don't really get to see how it would happen. But something happens, and we get to see Anji earlier in the episode, because if you remember, we ended on the cliffhanger last episode of freaking Usui was about to kill Masao, and Anji shows up to save Masao and Karu and Yaiko. And that was really cool to see. And, Karu even, like, bows to him. And, I mean, it was really cool to see. We see this standoff of Anji and Usui. And, Usui even threatens Anji and is like, oh, I can, like, kill you if you answer wrong and yada yada. And it's a very interesting discussion. Could Anji defeat Usui? I don't think he could, be honest. I think Usui, again, he's on that, like, maybe not quite Sojiro level or Saito level, but he's close. He's close. And, if you go by, like, the statements of Broomhead, he kind of, like, he is on Saito level or is on Sojiro level. So it's like, I would say he's a little too much for Anji, but I think Anji could do serious damage to him. And I think if Anji landed a punch, he would be done. I think that, in terms of durability, he would not be able to withstand a punch from Anji or multiple punches. But I think in terms of skill, Usui would probably be too much for him. So it really depends, but I'd give the edge to Usui. But it was interesting to see them stand off and, speculate on what a potential fight between the two would be like. It was also funny to see Hoji. I mean, Hoji, again, this is a guy with no powers, but he's, like, super loyal to Shishio. He stops the ship from getting blown up with his blood. Like, that's crazy. And even Sanosuke was like, respect, bruh. Like, respect. like, you're stopping that with your blood. Like, gangsters respect gangsters. And, yeah, Sanosuke showed respect there. Because remember, Sanosuke is a gangster. Like, he knows, respect. He's like, this guy can't fight. And he was willing to stop, the bomb from going off, the light, the fire from the lighter with his blood. Like, that's crazy. Then these guys show up with a gun. I thought they were going to shoot something they weren't supposed to, but then Sanosuke just, like, punches a hole in the ship and the whole thing floods. It was also badass to see the police chief. The police chief, okay, the guy who had, like, no experience prior, who said he was working a desk job. This guy out here going against the freaking Jupangatana, okay? He's going against two of these guys, this gal and this other girl from the Jupangatana. And he's like holding up. Like, it's crazy that this dude is holding up, that he's able to take on two Juppon Gatana members and not get taken out. Like that's insane. And he's even alive at the end of the episode. I thought he was dead, but no, this dude's alive. And the old man also, who got stabbed in the previous episode, he's still alive. So that was really cool. Then we get to see everybody working together, put out the fires. Really, really, cool character development. And I hope we get to see more of that police chief. And I like that, again, Sanosuke got to have a big role here, and he got his respect. Again, it was one of the reasons I kind of like this version. Almost, not quite as much as the original, but I would say at least half as much as the original. Sosuke does get more respect in this version. I really like that. But anyways, I'm going to wrap it up here. I'm going to say the episode was a solid... I'm going to give it 9 out of 10. It was a good episode. I really enjoyed it. I would say 9.5 out of 10, actually. It was really, really good. Really can't find much complaints, other than it would have been cool to get more of Kenshin versus Aoshi. That would have been cool. But yeah, I thought I would do this quick review here. Wherever you guys are, fantastic day, and peace out.